Nomadism, as a spatial concept denoting uncharted movements, has opened up non-static ways of theorizing the subject in feminist theory and beyond. But it seems that the nomads of the real world and their torturing wanderings today have challenged the romance of unregulated movement and force us to radically rethink the very concept of nomadism itself. The question I therefore raise in this paper, which draws on a Leverhulme-funded research project, is whether nomadism has become an abstraction that has lost sight of the real. To put it simply, can we still use the nomadic subject in the era of the recent waves of forced displacement that have uprooted millions of people across the globe and have forced them to take up nomadic paths as the only feasible way of going on living? When the majority of these forced nomads is, according to policy reports and the media, women traveling alone, meaning women without the company of male guardians, how can the feminist notion of the nomadic subject enable us to grasp the lived experiences of women on the move? In the light of feminist relational ethics, how do uprooted and wandering women challenge our perception of the subject of feminism? Taking up the existential power of storytelling, I have interviewed 22 migrant and refugee women in Athens and Lesbos, Greece, about their experiences of being on the move. Following tracks and traces of Hannah Arendt's political philosophy, I have encouraged the participants to tell stories about their decision to live, as well as about their experiences of traveling without feeling obliged to limit themselves within discourses of victimization and vulnerability. In this light, I have asked them to recount their lives in the light of who they are, as unique and unrepeatable human beings, and not as what they are, objectified refugees, victims, stateless subjects. The way we are heard, or not, by others charts our presence or absence in the political arena. I am heard, therefore I exist as a political subject. It is thus women's desire to be heard that I have tried to interweave in the textual transposition of their stories, knowing that it is only traces of their experiences that we will ever be able to discern. These stories have created a rich archive of uprooted women's experiences and have brought forward a wide range of new ideas. What emerges from the encounter between theoretical abstractions and women's lived experiences is the need to decolonize feminist theories and make cartographies of mobility assemblages, wherein nomadism is a concept of entangled relations and not a category or a figuration of a subject position. Drawing on feminist experiments with non-philosophy, what I therefore suggest is the non-nomad as an emergent figuration that keeps some of the strengths and radical potentialities of nomadic thinking while acknowledging the nomadic subject's limitations, marginalizations, and omissions in its encounter with the real.